Yeah, man. Kick us off, man.
So, ladies and gentlemen, so officially season 3 of Recap and Record, season 3 of Fboy Island. We're here, we're back. It's Levi, it's Los. We're doing it, man. And so, if you haven't known from the promo and just pretty much everything that I might leave in before we introduce this episode in the edit, anyways, we're talking about Fboy Island, people, because we're back. We're off of HBO for whatever reason now. We're on the CW, so it's free for everyone to watch. And you can catch that on the CW app live on Mondays or on their website the next day. And man, I'm excited. You're excited.
Yes.
Our veteran Love is Blind and Fboy Island connoisseur Los. So tell me, what are you most excited about this season? We got a little preview last week. You've interviewed winners of season 2.
Yes.
So now here we are at season 3. Give us the rundown. What do we have in store? What's going on? What do you know?
Yo, man, this is one of my favorite dating reality shows because it's actually like a game. You know what I mean? You get a game, like not a game show, but like you get that real competition. Love is Blind is supposed to be a little bit more serious, but Fboy Island, you know, because Love is Blind, the goal is to get married. This is just to kind of get into a little relationship. You know what I mean? Something that might last for a couple months. You know what I mean? Nobody's guaranteeing anything, whatever.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's guaranteeing anything, but I think it's just this one. It's in some ways it's a little bit more psychological, right? And I mean, and it kind of plays into just this idea that women really like bad guys, like they like the bad boys, you know, and not even necessarily, and this is the thing, not necessarily bad guys that's gonna completely do you wrong, but they like the guys with a little bit of edge, you know, and you know, when faced with options, right? It's just funny how just the way both of the first 2 seasons have skewed. I'm telling you, man, the first 2 seasons, there was always more F boys than nice guys. You know what I mean? Because the F boy is a little bit more aggressive. He's a little bit more sexual. He's a little bit more seductive and things like that. So that's what we're gonna get, man. We're gonna get women. It's some human nature here, you know what I mean? And we're gonna kind of see how women kind of respond when faced with options, and can they really detect? Because that's the one thing, right? We always see on social media is that, you know, they was like, oh, you can't, you know, a woman's intuition is never wrong. That's cap, bro. That is bullshit. Like, and a woman's intuition only comes into play when it comes to like infidelity for whatever reason, but they don't use that intuition for nothing else. They use it for nothing else. They use it for infidelity.
Right.
But they definitely don't have it on that initial, you know what I mean, attraction. I don't think they do. I think they do a little bit, but I think a lot of women think, and just kind of like some of the stuff they talking about here, they think they can change a man. That's the thing too.
Well, and so that's what I've learned watching these first 2 episodes, right? So it's like, you know, these women who we'll introduce here in a second, who are like getting to know these guys, and it's like they've already got like 10 seconds into the show, we already can kind of tell who might be an F boy and who might not be. Yes. And it's like, well then let's not pursue them, but then like maybe we will, because we can, like, the goal is to then change them, right? To like convert them from the F boy to the nice guy who can maybe potentially one day be that guy, right?
Yes, but yeah, because in your question, because I seen that in the notes, that's the only thing about that is that, yeah, you might be able to convert them on the back end, whatever, but it does not change a man's designation on that show, right? Like, because as a part of the game, I mean, if a guy comes in as an F boy and you choose an F boy, you are putting the woman is putting all the trust in that man to basically break bread with her. But the thing is, like, she's better off picking a nice guy because, like, y'all both came in here with the same intentions. The F boy is coming in here maybe to date you, but he might want $100,000. That might be his goal. Which I ain't gonna lie, like, I think I'm because depending on the parameters and the location of it, I think I would go in there wanting $100,000. You know what I'm saying? Like I would,
Okay. So, and I was gonna ask. We learned last season that you and I were not pog guys. Like love, is blind is not kind of our jive.
nah.
So I was gonna ask you if you're on the island, are you gonna be an F boy or a nice guy? And you would go F boy then, huh?
I think in real life, I think I'm a nice guy with a F boy edge. Like, I mean, because I definitely got that. Like, what I mean? I'm not no, because what it makes it seem like is, and this is a recurrent theme, is that
Right.
the nice guy is passive. Like he don't make the first move and whatever. And like I don't think that's accurate. So maybe I don't know. I'm going there for the money. So like if I'm going in there for the money, I mean, and I might get couple dates out of it, some kisses, maybe some, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm going for the money. I don't think I'm trying to I ain't marrying none of these women. So like, yeah, why not?
Yeah, yeah. And so we meet the women. And so we have Daniella, Katie, and Haley, right?
Yeah, yes.
And so Daniella, as we're calling her Danny,
Yes.
she's smoke. She's
She's a
she's
smoke
hot.
show. There
She,
was definitely, yeah, like I like
she
she's a snowboarder. She's a
oh, that's
professional.
sexy. Check, sexy check. 10
Yeah, I
out
mean,
of 10.
and normally that wouldn't really, entice me, whatever. But I'm like, wow, she's attractive. Like
Yeah.
she's not like this. She's not this burly,
Mhm.
plain Jane girl.
Right.
Like she
Right.
could throw that shit on. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
so definitely
Yeah.
smoke show. Def-
She's definitely a bombshell. Katie's okay. Katie's safe. Katie,
Katie is a safe pick.
yeah,
And it was surprising that she was on The Bachelor. I don't watch that show, but
right,
The
right,
Bachelorette. And how many
right.
seasons of The Bachelorette are there? There's probably like
Like
more than
43.
I was
That
about to say. I know
point
there's
where
more than a
like
dozen. You know what I'm saying?
there's like an Island Paradise version now. Now they have the
Golden, yeah, the
golden
old
old
people.
dude. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
dude. I
dope.
just I just saw a clip of it. Like the one lady who was there, like he called her out because she missed her daughter's wedding to like be on The Bachelor with him, and like
Oh yeah,
she
I'm
thought it
calling
was
you
a
out.
good thing, but like he was like, nah, like that was a priority. Why aren't you at your daughter's wedding? Like that's weird.
Yeah, like
And
you want
so
some D over
anyway,
here. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So Katie, she's done this before. She's the innocent little white girl. I mean,
Yep.
she's all right. She's cute, but like whatever. And then we get Haley.
Yeah, so
Ha-
I think she's fine. She matches the mold of the typical contestant on this show, right? Like
yeah,
she kind of reminds me of the other six girls that have been through this,
right,
whatever. So the
right, right.
model,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Instagram model, but like yeah, she
Mhm.
is that modeling stuff. Probably just she wants some companionship, you know what I mean? Because it probably is tough to kind of date when you're busy like that in that kind of industry. So yeah, so I
Yeah.
think she's here for a good time. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
and that was honestly that was kind of one of like my kind of like I didn't think season two, maybe it was season one. I didn't think that those girls were necessarily as attractive. This new season, I'm yeah, I think and even Haley. And normally unfortunately I'm just normally not attracted to but she's I find her I'd date her, you know what I mean?
Okay,
So
okay, okay.
yeah. But yeah, and so Nikki comes in, and of course Nikki's just a bombshell. I'd want to just date Nick. I'd just go for Nikki, honestly. I'd be okay with getting eliminated first if I could just be in the same room as Nikki Glacier.
There were
Uh,
some scenes where she definitely looked like she was trying to steal the attention from the girls. Like some of the stuff that she was wearing,
uh-huh.
I said,
Uh-huh.
oh, okay, Nikki, all
And
right.
Nikki's
You know what I
smoking
mean?
too. Yeah. So she comes in and first she asks us why we're all here. And I think Katie was the one who said that she's here to find the one, the love, the true love. She doesn't normally date F boys, but she's here to like find forever. And like that's why I think I initially wrote down this question was like, is this because Megs and I kind of agreed this isn't really the place. Like The Bachelor, like that was your shot, babe. Like
Yeah, yeah.
that's your because that the end of that show's marriage too. I'm pretty sure, or
Yes.
engagement at least.
Yeah, it's serious.
So
It's serious.
so you know what I mean? Like so you went from The Bachelor straight to Fboy Island, babe.
Yeah,
Like
nah.
that's like, you know what I mean? That's like being engaged and then like saying you're gonna go find your husband at spring break.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
And then you fly
That's a good
straight to
comparison.
Cancun, Mexico, and you're like, "Hey guys, who wants to get married?" And then the beach just like empties. Like it's weird.
Yeah,
You don't.
yeah.
So we'll see.
And she's a comedian. She's a comedian?
Which is why I'm kind of giving her a pass because I like her career choice.
Okay,
It's
okay.
kind of unique. You know me, I'm into that whole world. So I I
Yeah.
I like that. But yeah, I mean she's interesting. Um Signs of an F boy. I thought the rubbing hands was hilarious.
That was funny. That was funny. That
Strong
was
and
funny.
confident too fast. Do you have any others, maybe from personal experience, signs of an F boy that ladies should look out for?
I don't know about that,
Oh,
but
you don't know anything about?
I
Okay,
don't know. I
right.
don't know anything about that. But on the show, the F boys tend to, you know, what I mean, these guys have their chests out. You know, what I'm saying a lot of times, like shirtless. Shirtless is a key.
Oh, the button.
Um,
Too many buttons down.
yeah, too
Right.
many
How many
buttons
buttons are too
down.
many buttons? I'm usually a 2-button guy. If I'm feeling
Yeah.
frisky with the sunglasses, I go 3 and makes sense
Okay.
to go up 1, obviously. So is it 3? Probably 3 to
Maybe
4.
three. I see. The thing is, with a button, I would want to show my chain, so it's whatever like is my chains are the most
Okay.
visible. So
Yep.
if I gotta go 3, I'll go 3. You know, what I mean,
Gotcha.
sometimes I just keep
Gotcha.
it open, but I might have a t-shirt on or something like that. But
Right.
either way, yeah, it seems like one, all the guys kind of look the same. Like overall, like obviously
Yeah.
there's a
Yeah.
myriad
Yeah.
of different varieties and flavors, but they
Uh,
all kind of give the same vibe. So like
right.
it is probably like a little bit of like a needle in the haystack a little bit for these women because they all giving the same aesthetic for the most part, especially the brothers in there. Like they all giving and I'm thinking like, man, they probably ain't gonna be not like there might be like 1 or 2 like nice brothers on there, you know what I'm saying? Like it, but I feel like I feel like a lot of them
Stereotyping right now. I'm not
not
saying.
well
I want everyone
because
to know
it
that's
just
not me making it. He didn't
they
read that
like
from my notes,
like
folks.
the twins are definitely both of them, I think.
Okay, so right. So okay, right. So everyone
And also to accessories, like if a guy is wearing
uh
the dangly
that's
earring is definitely
uh-huh.
F boy
Uh-huh.
vibes.
Uh-huh.
Big hoops, if a
Yep.
man like just wears a random hoop or something like that, that's F
Yeah.
boy vibes.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's the hair, it's the lack of clothing, stuff like that. So
Yeah. Yeah. One thing I noticed in this house, bunk beds, dude. We don't have the budget for full size bed, and like they look small. Like I don't
hey,
know, like where these men are trying to sleep. Like they got claimed top bunk. Like how? What are we?
yeah.
What are we?
Well, guys get exiled. So they get exiled into I forget what they used to call it. It was like kind of like a play on the word maybe purgatory or something like
Right.
that. Like you know what I mean, they get exiled. So like, you
Okay.
know, it does open up a little bit for them, you know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? And they get a
Gotcha.
little bit more comfortable. But I think it's just like, no, like you're not guaranteed to stay here long, you know what I'm saying? Because they go
Right.
quick. That's
Oh,
one thing
well,
I
you
like
know
about the
what,
show. It's
too?
quick.
Right, that you're absolutely right, because we start with 21, and so through these 2 episodes, we've lost 6 already.
Oh
So
yeah, they don't play. They don't play.
that's
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
that's like so many.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So so we pretty much get the first intro to the guys with the green flag, red flag game that we play to kind of see the vibes of the dudes.
Yeah.
Uh,
What would you do to
you know
show
what,
I
bro?
don't know what I
I
would do,
thought
bro.
about
I don't
that,
know
bro.
because
I
I'm not a
thought
performer.
about it. I thought about it. I thought
Well,
about it.
you're a magician. You got magic up your sleeve, bro.
What was is past tense? I mean, I could. I
No,
that would
you are a
be.
magician.
I
I
mean,
think
listen,
once a magician,
what's a
always a magician.
magician? Is that okay? That's fine, and that's fair. That's fair.
You're part of that brotherhood. Like you don't give me, you ain't never give me not one secret. So like I feel like
Oh,
you
babe,
are still
oh no, I'll tell you. Oh, I'll give you secrets. I give Quilly secrets. If I give, I'll give you
nah, you
secrets
ain't
whenever
never give
you
me no
want.
secrets,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
You trying to optical elude me, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the
yeah.
fuck? Like
Okay, some magic. Yeah, I could do some magic. I think if I went up there and did like a visual magic trick, that would instantly get me 3 green flags and nice guy status across the board.
yes,
No F
yes.
boy is going in there with a fucking card trick, bro. So yeah, that's
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
honestly that makes a lot of sense. Other than that, I might just like go up. shake the hand, say hi, my name's Levi, it's really nice to meet you, and I can't wait to experience this with you guys. Like probably just some like a nice little message, and then like do a little spin and then walk away. I don't know. That's it. Because like my dance moves are awkward. Like
Yeah.
this is all I've got. And like that's, I don't know.
Yeah, I would kind of feel like I would probably give off nice guy vibes because I don't have that like,
Right.
I don't have no
A swag.
I got presence, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think I'm smooth, whatever, but
Right.
I don't have no spiel. I can't do no flips. I'm not about to belly dance and do the worm and all this weird hump. I'm not gonna hump the floor. I'm not gonna do none of that. Yeah. Like I'm not doing none of that weird stuff. So yeah, I would just kind of they probably would think I'm a nice guy because this is like I'm smooth and like I said something, but I'm not performing. So
yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, so I get magic maybe, but it would have to be. I don't know. It would have to be something quick and visual.
Yeah,
interesting. But most people just did the dance. Most people said whatever. We get twins.
Yes.
And so anyone who got all green flags, got like what extra time for
like first dibs. They kind of got like first dibs
on the one-on-one.
Yeah. So the one guy gets the green flags. The other man that was on a reality dating show. And did you ever confirm what Vince his name was?
Yes.
What do you ever confirm what he was on or anything like that?
No, he didn't mention it. I would have written it down and I was waiting for him to say it and I was waiting to find out. I'm sure a simple Google search. Let me just do some. I'll just do some live stuff here. Vince, Fboy Island, reality show.
But yeah, so I'll just keep talking. So the thing is with this
the
kind
one
of
that
show,
got away. The one that got away.
I never even heard of that.
Yeah. Okay.
Was that Lifetime? Like say that.
Prime Amazon.
Oh, I didn't know they was venturing into.
They're doing their own thing, man. Dude, Prime Video, you'd be surprised what's on there. If you got Amazon Prime, it's included. I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff on there.
There is a bunch of stuff. I don't really watch a lot of Prime.
I'm not watching the one that got away though. So
no, I'm not watching.
Yeah, that's okay. So that's probably why I didn't mention it because it's a little embarrassing.
Yeah, probably. So the way this is though, it is literally a free for all. You know what I'm saying? Like they have these mixers and it's just vultures,
right?
And so I could see how certain guys don't really like. It doesn't even say nothing about you that you can't get any attention because it's just these guys are so relentless and so aggressive.
Right.
That it's like I don't even know if I would want to like. I'm like, all right, man, this bitch talking to this girl, and I get it's the competition, but it's like it would be annoying. You need to. I think it needs to be a little bit more segmented, like because that's the thing too. Even though there's 21 guys, there's 3 women, you would think 7, 7, 7. It's not really divided like that. It's like because guys can kind of sway and that's the thing. You could fuck up by picking a woman that don't really want you, and then somebody else wants you, and then they hold that against you. They be like, oh, but you was trying to get with my friend, and I'm thinking like,
you have to play it smart. Right.
Yes,
you have to pick a target and you have to go in. And so within this mixer, we see a few guys just get those targets immediately and they made their moves. We saw Vince with Katie. We saw Jared and Danny. And who was Hali? Who was her first?
Evander.
Evander. Yeah.
Yes.
Evander. Right.
Yes.
And so they're all kind of they all have sparks with these boys.
Let's just because I figured like we could just talk about the women individually and then get into their bottom twos and then So let's focus on Danny first. All right. So now she's the most aggressive of all the women there.
I love it.
Most aggressive, kind of fast, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, so she what's the first guy that she kissed? What was his name? Because she kissed Jared, but that was the second guy she kissed.
Damn.
I know that's the only thing. Like, there's so many guys.
CJ.
Oh, CJ goes. Yes, he goes.
She's like CJ and Jared. Yeah.
Yes. So CJ, she said CJ reminds her of all her exes. You know what I mean? And so she obviously feels like it's a red flag. She's like, yeah, he's definitely an F boy. You know what I mean?
Right.
But again, women like what they like, man. Like they like what they like.
And so that
And
was like, right, that was like my whole thing because like she freaking Danny kisses CJ and Jared at that mixer. And then in confessional cuts over to, well, they're both like everything I go for normally out in public. And so those are red flags, but like I love it.
yes,
So I'm like,
yes,
okay, well, there's your bottom two. You need to eliminate them both right away. But instead, we're going to explore those feelings because she loves the little tingling sensation.
yes, she
Like,
does. Now, how do you feel
how to-
about that though? So I get it's the competition, and you want to make an impression, but how do
right.
you feel about kissing directly after another man, bro?
If
I ain't
it's
getting
like
down. See, that's where I couldn't be
on the
that kind of
same
content.
night, like, see,
Yeah.
in my mind, it's one girl a night. Like it. So if you see Katie and Vince kiss on Thursday night's mixer, no more kisses for her. That's
No, yeah, yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
let her
yeah.
shower, let her sleep on it. Like then
Let her brush her
tomorrow,
teeth, all that, Listerine
slate
it, you know
swipe
what I mean?
cream, and then you need to make your move.
Yeah.
Like that's I don't
I
know.
don't want to kiss no woman right after, like, and like she don't care. Like I was just like, all right, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it was a
It's a little
little
raunchy. It's a
loose.
little raunchy. It's a little
A
raunchy.
little raunchy, but I like it.
Yeah, I do kind
I
of like it,
like it.
but so yeah, so she gets her. So we get to the limit. She doesn't pick those guys, even though she knows that they might
Right,
be F
right.
boys.
It should be
So
eliminated.
she gets to her bottom two, whatever, and it's a guy named Ian,
Yep,
and then this guy that they call Johnny Bravo, aka
yep,
Steven,
yep,
right?
yep.
And who did she end up eliminating? Was
Ian,
it Ian? Oh,
Ian,
was that
because
the young?
Ian lies about his age. In the
Oh my
middle of
god!
elimination, she says, "Yeah, Ian, you're up here because I just think you're a little too young." And he's like, "Well, I'm like 25." And little buddy beside him's like, "Oh, well, he just lied to your face. He just told all of us he was like 21 or
Yeah,
like
yeah,
22 or something crazy." And
yeah.
they're like, "What?" And then so she picks, yeah, Ian goes home. He was a liar and also an F boy. So that was
Yes.
one for one shot
Yes.
down.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yep.
All right. So then we want to go Haley or Katie next.
Haley.
All
Haley.
right. So Haley, yeah, she starts to get the tea from what guy was giving her information. He just started dropping like information on
Oh,
her.
right. Was that see,
Was his name Mark? No, Marco was the other, white guy,
Margo
whatever. But
was a
like,
curly headed guy. He doesn't cause problems till episode 2.
yeah, yeah,
It might have I'm not sure, but you're right. Yeah.
yeah,
He
yeah,
got information that that Sean and like another dude were talking shit. Like, I don't even like the girls here. I'm not even interested in talking to them. So
yep.
Haley took that and was like, I trust this source. And she put up Sean and another guy for not
Evander. She put up Evander, the
Evander.
guy that she end up finally kissing. I guess I don't. Did she kiss him in episode 2 or she kisses him in episode 1?
Yeah, no, she didn't kiss anyone episode 1. She
Okay.
does kiss him in episode 2. We'll talk about it. It was weird.
It was weird. It was weird. So yeah, so she puts Evander and Sean up, whatever,
Mhm.
and she goes with the information that she's hearing, and then you can hear the guy saying, "Oh, we got a rat, we got a rat, we got a mole." You know what I mean? And that's the thing. I said this when we was talking about Love Is Blind. Like,
Right.
why are these men talking to each other the way that they're talking to each other? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's right. Because they're pretending like they're there for each other, right? And it's
Yes.
not. And it's just I'm not entirely sure, man. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah.
It's interesting, I guess, because they think they'll get a one up. I'm not. I don't know what that power play is there, but I guess it works, or I guess I don't know.
Yeah, he was safe, I guess. But anyway, yeah. So she ended up getting rid of the guy that
Sean.
apparently Sean, who is not attracted to the girls. You know what I'm saying?
He ended up being an F boy anyway, so we're 2 for 2.
2 for 2. All right, and then we get Katie. Katie.
Yep.
So she goes on a date. She kisses Vince on the first date. So like after I seen Danny, then I see her kid, and I was like, oh, okay, these girls is they are DTF, bro. Like, I
I
mean,
mean, Katie
they're
and
with it.
Vince, they just bonded on that past reality love show. We got engaged, it didn't work out train, and that
Yep.
was enough. That was enough to break the seal.
There was another break seal. And then there was a guy, what's the name was Saudi that he did not like. I guess he thought he made some moves or whatever with her.
Yeah.
And it didn't end up necessarily taking whatever. But yeah, her bottom two was Dio, which was the Hispanic man that was
Yep.
smiling at, like, it almost like he didn't understand English. I mean, a little
Yeah,
bit,
poor
whatever.
Dio.
And he couldn't make his move. He was one of those guys that was
Right.
kind of in the background, couldn't really make a move. And she put up Chris,
Yep. Yep.
which I don't.
Yep.
Chris is not memorable to me. Oh no, I do remember Chris. Yeah, I do remember Chris. Yeah,
Yeah.
and she ends up getting rid of the guy. And her rationale was the fact that since he didn't talk to anybody, she thought that he had ulterior
He
motives.
was
And I'm
always,
thinking,
and she said you're just always smiling, and it was suspicious. Like the poor, it's just his nervousness. Poor
yeah, I
guy's
think
nervous
language
got in the
barrier.
way. Yeah,
You know what I'm
he
saying?
ended up being a nice guy.
End up being a nice
So
guy.
he's
So
gone.
yep. So we are 2 for 3, you know what I
He
mean, when it
gone.
comes to eliminating
Yeah.
FBoys, whatever. So
Mm.
yeah, so that was episode 1. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And so 3 guys get eliminated, and then we
Boy,
roll in,
FBoy.
you know what I'm saying? And then we roll into episode 2. So then what do we got here, man, for episode 2?
Yeah, so I mean, we just got a little bit of a recap from episode 1, just a lot of shots of Danny like clarifying the fact that she's into Jared, but he's also like the exact guy she'd go for on the outside, like pretty much all but confirming he's an F-boy. And so I'm just like, well, why didn't you eliminate him then? Like that's that you're not playing the game right, but maybe it's one of those situations where she thinks she can change him.
Yep. Yep.
And so Nikki comes in and she's like, what do you girls think the guys are doing? And we cut to our first, we got a little bit of him in episode 1, which we didn't touch on, but we get yoga with Pierce. And Pierce is, bro, I would pay a lot of money to put you and Pierce in a room alone together for 45 minutes and just see what happens, because I feel like Pierce is the kind of white guy that completely freaks you out.
Yeah.
Like, what are your opinions on Pierce? Would you be doing yoga with Pierce in the courtyard, or would you be on the opposite side of the house? You just be
Pierce
plugging
is
from the other side of the pool.
Man, no shade, but this is the fruitiest white man I ever seen in my life. Yo, his outfit was crazy.
Yep.
Ain't nothing wrong with, a classic manly leg fold. You know what I'm saying? Like sitting down, like you got a newspaper. He had the feminine leg fold. You know what I'm saying? It was like, and then like just the posture, his posture was like real zesty, you know what I'm saying?
Real zesty.
He was super zesty, real fruity looking. And I'm thinking, like, come on, man. Ain't none of these women, like, they're not going for you. And why did y'all cast this man?
He hasn't talked to any of them, and I can't wait to see how long he makes it. I can't wait.
Like, he's definitely, like, if he really does yoga, I wonder if he does it professionally. And I hope this helps him, his business, because that's the only reason why he got to be on.
It's either if he doesn't do it professionally, he definitely does it personally every day. Yeah. You don't just do all of that here out of nowhere. So I wouldn't doubt it. I hope so too.
Yeah, so he's a very effeminate man, and I'm like, yo, bro, I don't even know how to relate to a man like that.
Hot take. He's an F-boy.
Probably, yeah, probably. I mean, I don't even know what he is. I don't think he likes any of those women. So like,
I'm like, you know what? I don't even think it, like Pierce is probably asexual. He probably doesn't even know gender. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a non,
like
right?
Yeah. He's just there. He's literally just there to promote his yoga studio business. I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah, like I wouldn't want to give that guy dirty looks, whatever, but like I wouldn't feel, yeah, you're right. I would just be like, whatever. Like, yeah, whatever. Like I would talk to him with extra bass in my voice, because I'm like, yeah, I need to get that out of you, bro. Like, don't be all like, yes. Oh, hey. Yo, whoa. You talking too soft to me, bro. I need you to bass up real quick, bro. Don't talk to me like that. I ain't one of your, I ain't whatever you trying to get on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was interesting.
Really just want to punch him in the face, don't you? You just got
No, he ain't do like unless I
Uh,
mean he ain't do nothing to me, but like no, I don't want to punch him in the face. But I could see some guys
he asks you
wanting
for
to
a
though.
hug one too many times. He's gonna ask you for a hug one too many times.
Yeah, that's when I'm gonna have to set him straight, whatever. But
all right, so Katie gets a date, right? And it's the back and forth. Katie gets to pick who's she going on the date. Is she going with Vince, who she's had already kiss with connection with, the typical choice, what everyone knows is gonna happen?
yep.
Or does she give someone else a chance? And another reason why I don't think she just shouldn't be here, dude, is she gives someone else a chance. And she picks Marco. And everyone's heart stopped. Everyone had their money on Vince. And they all lost it. Like they were millionaires and now they're on the streets, fam, because this was like the biggest bomb drop of the season here, that she picked Marco instead of Vince. And and so it's fine. Vince is a little salty, but of course he does what every guy does on the show who thinks they're getting picked and then doesn't get picked. Oh, she's just testing me, Katie. Testing my relationship. She knows. She
It's
knows
good.
I
We all
know.
good, man. We good.
She's trying to get a little rise at me. She's trying to get a little reaction. She knows what's up. It's all good. Whatever. Marco, I'm not Marco. Polo, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's fine. It's all good. And so the date, the date, out the gate. We're in the paddle boat, 30 seconds in, wants a kiss. Asks for the kiss. It's gross. It's awkward. She says no. And then he tries to reel it back in by saying, oh, I wasn't serious. I was just joking.
Yeah.
I was just joking. And she's like, well, you wouldn't have been joking if I would have said yes. You would have just kissed.
No, I would have kissed you. Yeah, I would have kissed you. Whatever.
And so it just, and then that awkwardness continues. And like the cuts to the confessionals have us on completely different playing fields. Like she is not going well for her at all. And he thinks it's a slam freaking dunk.
Yeah.
Like,
but she ends up kissing this guy still.
Why
did she kiss him?
Well, she said like right before it happened, she's like, I know it's going to happen and I'm just kind of bracing myself for it. And I guess when you're like, when you're that close to a person physically and like a guy goes in for a kiss and it's just expected to happen, females, they'll do what I don't know.
I don't know, man. A lot of bad judgment. A lot of bad judgment already in this show. You know what I'm saying? I told you it's gonna be a test of women's judgment and their discernment and stuff like that. So yeah, she ends up kissing this guy and she reveals that like, the rhythm of Vince's mouth matched more with mine, and like basically, and he was smitten. He was like, oh yeah, oh man, I got a kiss from her, whatever. And she was like, that was
like
kind of gross. That was kind of gross.
Right. She's gross, and we're out on Marco.
Yeah.
And so then Danny gets her date. And obviously she picks Jared, which we'll get to in a minute. But as soon as Jared leaves, Katie takes the time to stir the pot and start some drama and wants to get everyone's take on Jared. And of course, Marco, being the excellent kisser he just was, has everything to say about Jared.
Oh, yeah.
Starts talking shit. You know what I mean? And so Katie then, I guess, goes on and asks other people about it, and other people kind of tell her some things. She's hearing things around the house.
Yeah.
So that we'll get to that, back to that in a second. But we see Jared on the date, and out the gate sabotaging her only other connection in the house, CJ, just like talking shit. Like he's did CJ tell you he's going to England next year to be a basketball player? Like, how's that long distance relationship gonna work? Jared, me, I'm not going anywhere. So pick me, I win. Guess what? CJ's out. Can we continue the date now? like weird.
Yeah, real weird.
So,
That's what I'm saying. That this show though, you will see a lot of dirty macking like that.
right,
That's what we call like
right,
dirty macking, like where you
right. And
you
then
you
like
kicking the guys back in, and sometimes that happens a little bit, but like you don't. Sometimes you don't have to do much. I mean, to you got to just be yourself and be the best guy. I mean, you don't necessarily need to put energy into that. But I guess these guys are playing the game, and they're trying to catch these women slipping. And I guess to a certain extent, maybe it's working, maybe it's not, but yeah, weird stuff, weird stuff.
yeah. And so their date ends with a little pool time and a little makeout session, and basically Danny alluding to like, I could see myself leaving here with Jared. And it just I think maybe even in episode 1, Jared made the comment in one of his confessionals that he's already got his finale outfit picked out. So these two we'll see up until they get back from the date.
Yes.
And Katie drops her bomb,
Yeah, what was that about? Like,
I
yeah.
just I man, I don't know. I guess Katie looking out for her friend kind of thing. It seemed a little like Katie's like, well, I've been hearing rumors around the house around about Jared, and I'm like, well, you're trusting the word of the man who like you just had a terrible date with. Like, okay,
Yeah.
like it was a little, I don't know. But you know what I mean? But at the same time, we all are kind of at this point suspecting that Jared is an F-boy.
Yes,
And
we are.
so it's
We are.
like, okay, well, let's just see how this plays out.
Yep. And so it's a big confrontation, right? Is that when this happens?
So we get Haley's date
Okay,
first.
yeah, let's get hit. Yeah, let's get
Get
Haley's
Haley's
date.
date first, and she picks Evander. And of course, as soon as she picks Evander, twin number 1, who she was also vibing with, starts talking shit. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
so they do something which is I honestly thought this was like one of the best date ideas I've seen in like reality TV like ever. Like the whole photo shoot, them getting a photo shoot. I thought
Yes.
that was the coolest thing. I don't know
Yeah.
why. It's simple, it's cool, but now they have like those photos, right? I'm assuming
Yep.
they got them. Like
Yeah.
no other date really leaves you with a like it's just
A
kind of an
keepsake. Yeah,
experience.
you don't get a souvenir
Right.
for yeah,
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 it's
yeah.
usually just like a fucking picnic and a helicopter ride. And
Yep.
so I
Yep.
don't know. I thought that was neat. And they have their own labeled wine, Fboy Island wine, which we saw. That was just kind of a cool little neat Easter egg.
Yep.
And he swears to her in this human life-sized wine glass.
Yeah, oh yeah, that was weird. Yeah, that was
I don't know
weird.
when we
Because I
got
can see you can see
there.
their feet in it.
And
They look,
you don't like feet on camera. I know.
no, yeah, I was like,
You're so weird. It's fine. But like, yeah, they were in this weird wine glass thing, and he like convinces her that he's a good guy, and asked her for the first kiss. He says, "Can I kiss you?" She says yes, and then they kiss. And that was her first kiss. That was Haley's first kiss.
yes.
And I don't know, it's weird because when he got back to the villa with all the guys, he had described it just a little bit differently as it happened naturally. They were staring into each other's eyes.
Yeah,
And the
lion, yeah, cabin, yeah,
kiss just happened naturally. So we caught him lying there.
yep.
And so we get to the mixer, right? And so this is where Danny confronts Jared. And she's like, "Look, I've been hearing some things." And he's like, "Yo, who told you? Who told you straight up?" Like, and listen, the way he handles it, right? Of course. So as soon as he kind of blows up on Danny, right? 'Cause he walks
Yes,
away calling him a cocky motherfucker. And so, like he's showing his true colors a little bit.
a little bit.
Boom, bam, he blows up on the house. Like, keep my wife's name out of your mouth.
Yep.
Like, and
He
it's
said,
like,
"What y'all got something to say about me? I mean, y'all ain't gonna do shit with it." And yeah, acting real tough, like he's
would
about
a
to.
nice guy do that, bro? Would a
Nah,
nice guy
nah,
do that? Like, come on, you
nah.
literally just laid all of your cards on the table.
Yep, yep.
Like, now you're causing a scene.
Yeah.
Everyone's freaking out, and like no one's fessing up. And then another dude comes in. I don't know. I don't know his name off the top of my head, but he's like, well, since no one's fessing up, you over there were actually saying some stuff when Katie asked about it. And so, then Marco and Jared start going.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
Yeah, real catty, chatty type
Right,
things. Like it was
right.
just yeah. But again, that's what the show is a little bit. You know what I
Just a
mean? You get
bunch of bros, just a
yeah,
bunch of bros, just a bunch of bros fighting.
yeah.
And we then just continue. I mean, you can just tell like Katie just like wants nothing to do with Marco, even though he's trying to like confide in her. And like we cut to Marco crying. And of course we get the clip of him like just saying, I care. And it's like, hey guys, hey, hello, hey, woohoo, hey, it's been 24 hours. Let's calm down.
Let's relax.
I know we only have a little bit of time here, but we're only 24 hours in.
Yep.
And it's just
that crying stuff must have worked for him in the past because like why would you think that that's the move? I mean, I don't know.
It's weird.
It's real weird.
It's weird. So we get to another elimination. Nikki looking good once again.
Yes, she is. Yeah.
Bottom two. We've got Marco and Tanner. Of course, we all know who Marco is. Wasn't good on the date. At least he thought he was. And Tanner, just someone we haven't really interacted with these episodes, someone we haven't really seen. And then we get Chris and Marquise. Marquise coming with the most expensive diamond necklace we've ever seen. And then Jared and Bryce, obviously for Danny's bottom two.
Yes.
So Danny
Marquise was the dude with the Coke bottle. The thick glasses.
Yep. So Danny puts up Jared and Bryce, and we decide to, even though we get this, the whole like extending the episode for 15 minutes to find out the reasons why. Like, so we know the reasons why. Just get them up there and eliminate them. Like, you're not connecting with any of us here, and I think you're an F-boy. Like, we know why they're the bottom two. They're the bottom two. That's why.
Yeah.
So annoying. I hate that part of any reality show.
Yeah.
Danny decides to give Jared another chance, eliminating Bryce.
Bad discernment.
Bryce was a nice guy, right?
Yeah.
Another nice guy gone. So that's 2. And who else goes? Marquise, I think.
Yes.
Stays. Marquise unfortunately gets eliminated, and Marco gets another chance with Katie, and Tanner gets eliminated. And Tanner, Tanner, the nice guy, is just a softy, bro. Just a softy, like starts crying, breaking down. Like, I'm the most honest guy you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
Shows his honestly true colors as he can. And I mean, to make us feel bad. And then like we get a group bro hug.
Yeah, that's weird. It's weird. I ain't got time for that.
Again, bro, it's Fboy Island.
It's yep. You barely were here. You were here for how long?
What I mean? Like, no room for that. Right. You were here for 2 days. Shut up.
Yep. Shut up. Yeah, shut up.
and so we cut to a confessional with Danny, and she tells us, she's like, look, I'm gonna give Jared just one more chance. You know what I mean? I have a feeling, I've got a funny feeling he might be an F-boy, but like I just want to just give him one more chance.
Yep.
And then we cut to Jared, and he's grinning, and he's doing one of these.
Oh.
He goes, all right, I'm an F-boy.
Yeah.
And boom, they drop it on his name card, and he's like, look, I'm here for that bread, y'all. He's like, I'm here to make one of these girls fall in love with me, and guess what? I'm already on my way. I'm here for that money.
Yes.
Episode 2.
Yep. So yeah. So what happens typically in this show is that there is an episode where we get the reveal of who they are.
Okay.
And but the women's obviously they still don't know. Like they
Okay.
don't because they're not
Okay.
supposed to know to the very end.
So
But yeah, they
eventually we'll find out who everybody is before the end. Is that
Yep. That's pretty much how it goes. And then yeah, so then we'll see where it takes us. So like yeah, so again, fun show. A lot of weird, questionable decisions, questionable behaviors by some of these men. And I don't know how Pierce is still on the show. I don't know how he made it past episode 1. I don't see it. But I think you're rooting for Pierce?
I think he's an F boy, and I think he's gonna make it a lot further than we think because he's wet. He's so well liked. The fact that they all did yoga with him told me everything I need to know. All the guys like him, so no one's gonna talk shit, and that's pretty much it. So as long as no one talks shit on him and he does okay in the challenges,
Yep.
here on out, he should be.
He should be all right.
I think he might make it. I think as long as he gets to one of the girls, it's probably going to be Katie.
Yeah, I would. That's the only one that's gonna probably take him.
Yeah, but they're probably going to be so focused on all the other guys, he's just going to fade in the back like he has so far. Hopefully, we'll see. I might eat my words next week. But
so naturally, do the women should the women be splitting the twins, or should one woman try to date both of the twins? Because I think that's crazy.
I think no. I think they need to be split. Yeah. No, I wouldn't like, but they can't both go after just Hali. You know.
Yeah, that's weird.
So we'll see how that goes. I immediately called both of them F boys. We'll see. Who knows? It's full of surprises. You never know, dude.
You never know.
But yeah, I can't wait. It's fun.
I can't wait.
Megs is in, I'm in, and I think that's it. That's all we've got. We've got a third episode to watch now, and then we'll be back to report on that next week. But I mean, I think great start to season 3. We're just gonna have one episode per week from here on out.
Yep.
And I'm excited to see what comes next. I think the preview they showed for episode 3 they're bringing back someone maybe potentially.
Okay.
Either that was eliminated or maybe someone from a season or 2 ago or someone we know of from another show.
They have done that before. Yes, and definitely had everybody intimidated because like it was an Asian dude that had came back in season 2.
Yeah.
That and I feel like he made it to the end, whatever. But he was an F boy, and he was like coming back converted as a nice guy.
And you have to and so then you have to try to convince them that you did change, and then they're always going to think, well, maybe he's just lying, and he's just back again for the money, and it's for the drama and the tea. So I mean, wow. I mean, that should
and they usually they usually do infuse a couple new guys too, just throw some guys in there like that have never been on the show. Because I remember the one season it was this dude that like Russell Westbrook, I mean, his name was Jared too. Yeah, so there is a bad stigma on this show for guys named Jared because there was a lot of in season 1. There was 2 Jareds, whatever, and they were bad news. And then now you got this other Jared guy. So Jared is it's a red flag if your name is Jared.
I love it. So yeah, I think. Do you think Jared's gonna make it to the end, or do you think his time is short lived?
I think so. If he is playing the game, if he's taking a page out of Mercedes Knox's playbook, he needs to tone it down a little bit with the men. You know what I mean? And he needs to focus on his seduction of Danny. Yep. That's all you have to do. If you're in with a woman and they kind of like you, that's what you got to do. You got to just keep her liking you.
Give her a little date, little chocolate covered strawberry date tomorrow evening, before whatever the mixer or whatever. Just say you're sorry for lashing out to make it seem like you love her, and then boom, bam, you're done.
You're done. Yep, you're in there.
It's easy. Yep. All right, fam. We'll catch everyone next week. This has been the season 3 premiere of Recap and Record, season 3 premiere of Fboy Island.
Let's go.
Check back next week for episode 3. Recap and review of Fboy Island on the CW. Download that app. Go to the website. if you don't got that cable package. It's all free, right?
It's free. It's free.
So check it out, watch along with us, and let us know in the comments down below who you think is going to make it to the end, and who you think's an F-boy or a nice guy. Who are the other connection? Vince? Do we think Vince is an F-boy or a nice guy?
No, he's definitely a nice guy.
You think he's a nice guy?
Definitely a nice guy.
All right. Well, we'll see. We'll catch you guys next week. Other than that, good night, everybody.
Peace out.